r/AskReddit. Parents of Reddit. What did you swear you wouldn't do as a parent, that you've done at least once? I hated being a teenager, so I promised that when I had a teen of my own that I'd be the chillest parent ever and always understand. But damn, I get frustrated sometimes. And despite my best efforts, sometimes I just can't understand where they're coming from. Housing a teen is like housing a werewolf. They can be so calm and rational until suddenly they're not. They are voraciously hungry but don't want dinner. They sleep through daylight and you find them up at 3 a.m. TLDR, disregard the above. I'm pretty sure my teen is just a werewolf. I didn't think I would be so deceptive, but sometimes it's like negotiating with a terrorist. Here you go, mamas. I had a long road trip to go on. 13 hours to their cousin's house in Oregon. I told them there would be no fighting or we weren't going. Kids know that's an idle threat. I knew they were going to squabble and act up and I was flying solo. So I got them packed up and we started out. Not 5 minutes down the road and it started. He's not sharing, that's it, I told you not to fight. Got home, marched them to their rooms. A week later we left and wow, not a peep. We weren't going that week anyway. My evil plan worked. You're welcome. Generally, my mom didn't use the "because I said so" excuse. But I remember one time she did and I was so annoyed and baffled by it. I promised I'd never use that excuse. Looking back at it, the reason she used it was because I was asking to go do something I'd done 1,000 times with a friend who had not. The friend would have definitely screwed it up and the friend's mom was sitting there while I was asking. "Because I said so" was a better than saying, "because I think Mike will screw it up" in front of Mike's mom. Thinking as loud as I can, please go away for 1 minute when I say, "Dude, I'm changing, eating, distressing, stop opening my door or we're not going outside." He is the worst about waiting. As in, if you're in the bathroom and he sees you go in, he'll try to open the door immediately. He doesn't have to go and he doesn't need anything, he just wants to show you how fast he can run and spin while you're pushing on the toilet. Put my kids to bed when it's still light outside. I remember being put to bed during the summer and still being able to hear kids playing outside and just being so mad about that. Now 8 o'clock rolls around and my kids are mad that they're being put to bed when the sun is still up because they've been going full force since 6 a.m. And I haven't had a break all day from small humans asking me for things. McDonald's. I'm never going to feed my kid fast food. The indoor playground is a great place to kill time. Kids gotta eat. Give my kids crap oven food. She was going to eat exactly what I ate. I wasn't going to have a fussy kid that only ate chicken nuggets and chips. Then she turned 2 and I realized what a complete idiot I had been. If you don't stop that now, we're going home, which is often as much a punishment to myself as it is to my son. But I don't make threats I can't act on. I don't care if you haven't saved. It's time to turn off the game. I get how much it sucks when you can't save, but I always give him plenty of warning before it's time to come off whatever video game he's playing, so he should have more than enough time to save the game. There are very few games these days with limited save points. When I was a child, I absolutely hates being rushed to get ready and go someplace, and I swore I wouldn't be like that. Now as a mother of 4, I will literally fireman carry their asses out of the door to get to school on time. Have a messy house. My house was always messy as a kid, so I always swore that I would be the perfect homemaker with a pristine house. A combination of trying to do too much at once, being lazy and mental health issues has meant that my house ranges from messy to disgusting way too often. Non-parents think children are logical beings who merely lack life experience. It's always I'll just sit them down and explain to them and I'll never always. And the kids will be happy 24/7. Yeah, nah. Children run off kid logic. No solutions work for all kids, or even work on the same kid consistently. If you want to survive and raise the best kid you can, you will constantly evolve and adapt. Everything. I used to be one of those people who judged parents and their kids in public. Old me was a jerk who had no idea. Let's go down the list. Taking my kid out in public because I have nothing else to do. This is the big one. I used to wonder why parents dragged all their kids on every little shopping trip. It's because they either don't have anyone to watch them or kids are easier to control when they are in public. Toddlers and babies can sit in a pram and other kids can play on play equipment. It beats following my toddler around the house while he tries to eat cat litter and pull all the books off the shelves. Allowing my kid too much screen time. We've been pretty good with phones. Mostly because he'll break them if he gets his hands on them. Plus he's not really interested in TV. But the 30 seconds that Big Block Sing song is on TV is like an extended vacation to me. Not allowing my toddler any fast food until X age. We lasted a while he didn't eat fast food until he could walk. But when a toddler sees you eating something that they can't, they flip out. A toddler will flip out if you and him are eating the same thing, but you're taking it from a different plate. Not getting mad. I've had 2 hours sleep and you're standing up in your cot throwing whatever you can reach on the floor. Allow me to stare angrily at you for 30 seconds. Being a parent is hard. The worst case is that you prepare yourself for sun-dappled afternoons reading while your kid plays quietly on the floor at your feet. This is a laughable fantasy. Best case is that you prepare for the worst and it's actually worse. But even with all hard stuff, I love the little guy. There are times when just being near me makes him the happiest person in the world, and that makes it all worth it. Count to get my toddler to do something. Yesterday I told him it would only take him 10 seconds to pick up his toys. Then I said watch. 1, 2, 3, etc. He hurriedly put them away. Then I realized I was a grown-ass man counting to 10 out loud like an idiot, which I swore to never do. It wasn't quite the same as the if you don't do it by the time I count to 3 thing because I was doing it encouragingly, but I still felt asinine. Bought a minivan. In fact, I've owned a string of them over the years. When my dad bought our Grand Caravan in 1996, he showcased it for like a week on the front lawn instead of inside the garage because he was so proud to be the first one in the area with the 4 doors model. Thing was metallic violet and impossible to kill. We kept her for 16 years. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more Reddit content.